Hello and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. So last time we got distracted multiple times, and now we're pursuing one of those distractions, the last distraction that we currently have, which is to find these gobstones that have been hidden on really high places. Because people don't like this Zenobia girl, and they want to bully her. So my field guide is giving me hints about whereabouts I can find them. So I'm going to be consulting that and just keeping an eye on the high places while I'm there.
Revelio.
I heard a ding.
Accio.
And I got that field guide page.
Revelio.
This way? I'm not hearing the ding anymore. But let's keep an eye out anyway. Ah, I think I see it.
Accio.
I saw it. I guess I have to go up the stairs one more time to really get a good angle.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
There we go. What's over here out of curiosity? Getting distracted from my distraction by another distraction, of course. Yes, and we already figured this out. The trick was to count from 0. Right, so 2 and 3, that's 5, so we need 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need that weird looking owl thing. Alright. Seems like I somehow activated that one in the process. 0 and 1, we need 3, which is the 3-headed thing. Aha! Loot! Puffskein statue. Interesting.
Revelio.
There's definitely a ding in here. And a lot more of those puzzles. Ah! Arithmancy classroom. This classroom is where students learn about the magical properties of numbers and numerology. Though a great many opt instead to spend this period counting mooncalves whilst nodding off at their desks. It doesn't sound like the most riveting classroom, although math is a pretty useful thing. I think that's as good as what I'm currently wearing. That's why I didn't see an arrow, but I'm just going to check. 12 and 12. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. All right. So let's see what this one has to offer. I think that's 5 or 6 and 5. Let me just double check. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 11 we need 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the weird owl thing again. Alright. This one is 13 and 0, so we need 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that weird crab thing. Ooh, Dark Arts dueling gloves. Wonder how those look. They're also better than what we're currently wearing. By 1. Oops. Ah. Pressing all the wrong buttons. I actually don't mind that. It's kind of like a little bit of armor. It does have a bit of a duelist look. And it's not too flashy. It's a pretty subtle addition to the outfit for the school uniform. Yeah, I'll wear those, as is. Let's see what this one has. 6 and 5, so it's 11. We need 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need the lizard thing. There we go. And then that one in 0. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm guessing 7. Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, because that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 0, 7, we need 1. So the unicorn. There we go. Brown leather gloves, already better than the gloves we just picked up, but we can stick to the look because I'm having a stroke because of the magic, although we're not a high enough level to actually use it. So we will yes, that's what I meant to say. We'll eclipse these next level. We'll equip them, I meant. We're actually fairly close to level 9, so we'll be able to put these on very soon for a little bit of an upgrade. Alright, so that's that distraction done. Back to our original distraction. I seem to have been...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
How dare you interrupt me? You absolute fiend. What was I saying? I don't remember. How dare you, Maximilian? Still don't have the means of dealing with you. You know, I can tell you guys aren't really talking unless you're just reading each other's lips. Fair enough. I seem to have been unable to get past that ankle-high ledge thingy. Step. Probably that's the word I'm looking for. So I had to jump. Alright. Aha! That's the divination classroom up there.
Revelio.
We'll go up there later. I'm sure we'll have class in there. I don't really feel like climbing a ladder at the moment. That's none of your business, and Ignatia Wildsmith. Alright, so the field guide is indicating that there might be another one over here. Probably just pointing me towards some of the high out of reach places that these could be hidden within. It's up to me to actually spot them and accio them. Right, I believe this is leading back to the grand staircase, isn't it? Or am I... Yeah, I'm just completely wrong. Let's see here. 1 and 8, that's 9. We need 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, weird owl thing.
Revelio.
Yoink. (21) 13, 3, that's 16. We need 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The weird crab-looking thing. I say crab-looking thing, but it doesn't actually have the claws and also has fewer legs. I'm not sure what that is, so that's the comparison I'm going to go with for the time being. Witch mannequins. Refined dueling gloves. Let's take a look. 14, 15, so not quite as good as what we found, but still an upgrade, so I mean, might as well. Also make them black. Hopefully this doesn't scream Dark Wizard to my teachers or anything, because they are Dark Arts dueling gloves, but who says that the Dark Arts needs a monopoly on the color black? I mean, using that logic, our headmaster, Professor Black, should be a Dark Wizard, but that's inherently flawed logic.
Accio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yeah, I just found one, Maximilian. Shut up. And let's just keep our eyes out up here, because there are a lot of high places here. Okay, it looks like we have another... Aha, yeah, right here. I don't know how I missed looking at that when I saw that first. I think I was just looking for high places, and that caught my attention first as a result. Alright, 15 and 2, so that's 17, and we need 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lizard. All right. 3 and 9. So that's 12. We need 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That weird balloon squid looking thing. Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what it is, a balloon squid. There we go. Patchwork sorcerer hat. Doesn't look like it's going to be my color, but it looks like it's an upgrade. Oh yeah, that's a considerable upgrade. Whew. From 3 to 13. Yeah, that does not look good. Maybe if it was black I could pull off the look, but definitely not this color. Alright then, so let's continue upwards. Also, I'm fairly sure it's nighttime right now. We've spent all day doing distractions. Goodness. Story of this game.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Silence. And this is really high up in the school.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yes, Maximilian, I know. That's why I'm up here. I understand why they make your character say that to remind you, like, when you're in one of the areas, hey, keep an eye out, there might be a gobstone nearby. But what they should have done is they should have had it so that you don't do that when you have the quest selected. Have it so that your character will say something if you're going by without the quest selected, because then it will draw your attention, hey, there might be one nearby.
Accio. Revelio.
What do we have here? Troll armor. This unusual suit of armor was crafted for a troll. That it has survived at all is astonishing, since trolls do not ordinarily wear armor and would understandingly be prone to smashing it in confusion or anger. Fair enough. Ooh, we're level 9. Let's take these gloves off and put on new ones, which are 1 point better. Make them black. There we go.
Revelio.
Any other field guide pages? This seems like quite the collection of armors and stuff. Aha! What have we here? Centaur armor. This unique set of armor was created as a misguided peace offering to a centaur leader. The gift was spurned, and the messenger shot through the leg with an arrow. I guess he took an arrow in the knee. The armor itself, battered with hoof marks, was later recovered and refurbished. Noted, centaurs do not like armor.
Revelio.
House elf armor. This set of armor was having a stroke again. This set of armor was for a house elf rumored to have been made by a cruel wizard who wanted his elf to protect him in battle. Happily, the wizard was too dense to realize that the armor could, in fact, be considered clothing. Sorry again about all the cuts. The moment the elf donned it, he disappeared right out of it, never to be seen again. Cool.
I'd better keep an eye on...
More gloves. Just getting all of the gloves today, and they're again better. Fair enough.
Around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
My god, Maximilian, shut up. Shut up.
Revelio.
Aha.
Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Thankfully, it's the last. Gosh. I'll get these field guide pages later. I'm not going to try to read right now with all the pauses I'm having to do. So apologies if that bothers anybody, me leaving those behind. Definitely going to be waiting a little while before recording the next episode. 'Cause clearly, things are much too busy right now. Yeah, that door is still open, just I guess it's already reset itself. Fair enough. She was back in the Defense Against the Dark Arts tower. I believe near the rhinoceros skeleton. Also, I guess I was right the first time that this did in fact lead to the grand staircase, and I just doubted myself because I got distracted by this and thought that this was a different area. Fair enough. Yeah, it's definitely late. We might have to go back to the common room to get a night's sleep. Let's see if she's still even out and about. Because it's quite possible, it's quite possible that she isn't. A responsible student would be in bed. But then again, are any of us responsible students? I'll get that later. Aha, a fellow irresponsible student still up in the small hours of the morning, probably.
I did tracking down my gobstones.
Yes, and I really had to give myself a big earful about it every single time I was near one.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Ooh,
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
that sounds like a bit of a burn, Maximilian. Wow. But yes, you may have them back, and I look forward to never hearing the word gobstone uttered ever again.
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
Yeah, wonderful idea. I mean, it's their choice if they want to play, and I mean, you obviously want to play it, so let people have their own fun.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Good luck, just don't lose them again, so I don't have to hear myself giving myself an earful every time I go near one again. Right, what else do we have now? I believe that was our last distraction. Well, besides this, but this is going to be an overlying distraction. So I guess go to Hecat's, which we can do in the morning. It's much too late for class at the moment. Yeah, I'll get the page later. Wasn't there a flue flame right around here? Yes, I know you can just teleport from your map wherever, but I like being near the fire because of how flue flames work. You gotta say the name of the place and throw your powder into the fire and get teleported. Is there another side quest in here? I guess it's just this. I saw the blackened thing. I think Gryffindor common room would be... not there? Surely not the Great Hall. South Wing? Yeah, South Wing. And here we are. And I believe that's the house chest she was... oh no, it's just a locked chest. Well, I am going to get a night's sleep and we'll think about that in the morning. I seem to have fallen out of my bed overnight. Yes, if you're wondering, by the way, how to actually sleep, you can't. I'm just using the map and the wait function. You press F when the map is open, and it will skip to either day or night, depending on what time of day it is. If it's night, skip the day, etc., etc. Right then. I kind of want to see where this house chest is, so that I know where to take these house tokens when we have all of them. Ah, here we are.
This seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Looks like there's a combination to it. I don't know why I was leaning as if I was actually looking around the key, so apologies if I sound a bit distant from my microphone there. Okay, so it looks like there's a bit of a combination that we're going to have to figure out too. Although out of character, I know you don't actually have to figure that out. You'll see eventually. But yeah, so let's go and see Hecate for class. Oh, I need to go down one more, I think. This is the musical corridor. We head this way. This should take us back towards the main entrance, whatever it's called. Blanking on what it's actually called. I believe it's through this door. Yep. Wait, no, this isn't the main entrance. This is the actual tower that I'm supposed to be in. Forgive me, I actually unintentionally led myself to the right place. I guess my memory is a little bit faulty of this place, given the break from
Revelio.
playing. Where's that key? There it is. Alright, you're taking me upstairs. Fair enough. Where'd you go? Ah, here we are. I was expecting it to fly right there. And that time I was too late. Got it. That's another token.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Peck with me? I've been wanting to go for ages.
Right, and then Hecate's class, I guess, is this way. I'm actually using the map now. Oh yeah, so it's like right up the stairs. Okay. Hello.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Fair enough. So we have to do more cross-wand stuff. Which we're going to do next time, because that's where I'm going to end this episode, and I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break before recording the next one, so that things are a little bit quieter around the house. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.